Dr. Ann Brock, welcome to the Velda Beebe Show. How are you today?
Thanks, Velda. Thanks for having me. I'm great. How are you?
I am having a fabulous day, and it just got a little bit better because I get to speak with you. I want my audience to know that Ann Brock is a Bombay Sapphire's esteemed Master Distiller, and she's here to give us a little bit of information because if you're looking at freshness and taste in your spring cocktail, I've got the person, Dr. Ann Brock. Dr. Brock, thank you so much once again for being here.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
You know, the seasons are changing and it's warming up. So what are the trends that you're seeing in cocktails since you're the expert when people prepare them and order them?
Well, classic cocktails are having a bit of a resurgence, which is great news. And in particular, because it is spring and like you said, things are warming up a little bit, people's tastes are turning towards something a bit more vibrant and citrusy. Cocktails like a martini or a French 75 are going down a storm, which is great for me because they're my two favorite cocktails. And in particular, they really work well with a gin that is bright and citrusy itself, like Bombay Sapphire.
Cocktails having a resurgence. In the 60s, people went to work and they came home and they have a cocktail. Are we talking about that kind of resurgence?
I think we're seeing more people being creative at home and enjoying learning how to make classic cocktails. And cocktails like the French 75, there's not too many ingredients. They're all readily available. They're not too complicated to make and they taste delicious.
So tell me about having a fresh cocktail. What kind of recipe is required for that?
So for any fresh cocktail, you want a fresh, bright tasting base spirit. And for us, we think Bombay Sapphire lends itself perfectly to those occasions. We source all 10 of our botanicals direct from our growers. They're all sustainably sourced and they're hand selected by our Master of Botanicals. So we get the best of the very best. Then when the botanicals are sent to me, I distill them using a process called vapor infusion. This is a slightly different way of making gin. We don't boil the botanicals up, we steam them. And that really is a much more gentle way of treating the botanicals. So we lock in a brighter, truer taste of the botanicals into our gin. And it's that true taste plus the balance of Bombay Sapphire, which means that you can get really creative with it in those fresh seasonal cocktails.
Hey, you guys have newly launched something by Bombay Sapphire. Could you tell me what that's called and what it is?
Absolutely. It's called Bombay Sapphire Premier Cru, and we're really proud of it. We created it to tell a story, really, a story of the people behind our brand, the growers and harvesters of all those botanicals that go into Bombay Sapphire. And in particular, we wanted to celebrate a region in Spain called Murcia, where all the citrus peel for Bombay Sapphire comes from. It's all hand harvested, it's hand peeled, it's dried under the Spanish sun. And so we've taken a late harvest of Fino lemons. We've paired them with mandarin and sweet navel orange from the same region of Spain. And we've created Bombay Sapphire Premier Cru, a testament to the relationship between our Master of Botanicals and our growers, and a well-rounded, very citrus-forward gin. Okay.
How do we perfect our cocktail-making skills in a synopsis format? Because this is a trend that's really being embraced. So how do we perfect this skill in a quick time?
I think I used to be very lazy, and I'd always go to and support my local bar and get an expert to make me a cocktail. But now I've changed things up a bit, and I get a bit more creative. And I think one of the things that gave me the confidence to do that was pre-batching my cocktails like a martini. So you pre-prepare it and leave it in the freezer, so it's just ready for that occasion. Or I make something very simple. So like the French 75 that I mentioned earlier, use a gin like Bombay Sapphire Premier Cru, fresh lemon juice, sugar syrup, shaken and topped up with sparkling wine or champagne. It's delicious.
Okay, where can we find some help and some guidance online to become this expert at making cocktails?
Our website, bombaysapphire.com, has all the information you need, from when and where you can get Bombay Sapphire Premier Cru, all the way through to the cocktail recipes you'll need to make a delicious cocktail with the gin.
All right. Something new for my audience to try, Bombay Sapphire's cocktails. Thank you, Dr. Brock. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'm Valder Beebe. I broadcast on radio, streaming TV, podcast, and in print publications. I interview the world's most fascinating authors, all because I love a good book. This summer, I partnered with WPS for BB's Summer Book Giveaway. We're giving away New York Times bestsellers and award-winning books. Books that inspire me, and I'm sure they'll inspire you. To be eligible to win a copy of Jesus Can Give You a New Life, answer this question. What is God's greatest gift to mankind? You'll find the answer in John 3:16 of the Bible. Send your response to the email at the bottom of the screen. I'm Valder Beebe, and I'll see you for the next BB Summer Book Giveaway.